brother slapped the stork that delivered him.
And Kale Hall.
He doesn't deserve to be in this business. He deserves to have been blackballed.
The Rob and Kale Podcast.
And welcome into the Rob and Kale Podcast. Running a little bit late this evening, completely my fault. New computer, and apparently with the new computers, if you don't update when it tells you to, none of your shit works. There's the lesson that I learned today. My computer it's brand new and nice and shiny and everything, and supposed to do all these great things, and it does, but it's about as functional as DJ Uiagalelei right now, and it's just not good. So anyway, we're gonna do the show for you this evening. Both South Carolina and Clemson lost yesterday. Woo! Welcome in my co-host. He is my buddy from the upstate, Carolina Jackpot. What's up, my friend? How are you?
I've been better. I've got a damn neck ache, and I fell asleep while I was waiting on you to play with the computer over there. So I'll wake back
Sorry,
up.
buddy. All right, well, that's my fault.
Hope everyone's doing great here on the Lord's Day. It's a beautiful day.
Lord's Day, well,
beautiful evening.
So I took my kids. My wife and I took the kids to do some apple picking in the upstate. So,
okay,
yeah. So that was what we did today. We were up there. Now we were kind of close to your house, maybe like 50 miles from your house. We were going to bring the kids and have dinner at Uncle Jackpot's. And he's like, "Yeah, that's not happening."
Where did you go to?
We went. Where was it? We were at Apple Valley, North Carolina.
Is that near Hendersonville?
Is that near Hendersonville, Karen? Yeah, it's near Hendersonville. There you go.
Okay, I think I know where that is.
Yeah, well, that's where we were. So tonight we're going to talk about both South Carolina and Clemson. If you want to get involved with the show, we'll take some calls in a moment. We're going to also look at our Callaway's Pick'em Challenge. In fact, we will do that right now. Jackpot, we have a brand new leader in the Callaway's Pick'em Challenge.
Yes, I saw that.
It's a guy who normally does pretty good in it. Ken Bellinger, who is he's great, man. He always is like right there in the land of the top 5. He's really, really close, but I don't think he's ever taken it home yet. But he is right there, and he leads the way, as you folks can see there, with 30 points, followed by Chris Peterson and Chris Smith with 28. Still wide open right now. You can still make your way up. So don't think just because you've had a crummy couple of weeks that you can, it's going to mess you up. So 30 out of 44 picks.
This is right about the time of year I start getting hot.
You start getting hot.
I thought it was last week, but actually it's this week. Did you see Jackpot Jr.?
Yeah. Jackpot Jr. had a great week. He finished with, 8 or 9? I'm looking at it now. Ken Bellinger finished with 9 this week. Sharon Griffin finished with 9. Let's see here. Jackpot Jr. also had 9, so he was tied with the lead there.
I mean, he's got 9. They got to be cheating or something.
Well, I mean, is Jackpot Jr.'s a chip off the old block, right? Getting 9, right?
He may have cheated. I don't know.
I don't know where he got that from. All right. Well, obviously, we thank Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Golden Tee, the big Golden Tee tournament is this weekend at Callaway's. Like, Golden Tee TV will be at Callaway's this weekend. If you're into the Golden Tee, you know all about that. Shout out to Mike and Billy for sponsoring the show. We appreciate them. Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Also, we have Dennis Wilson from DNC Trucking and Transport. Fireside Chats with Uncle Jackpot. Look at Ken Bellinger giving Jackpot Jr. props. Way to go, Ken.
All right. Jiggy.
This was written by Dennis himself today. I didn't write this. Dennis.
It sucks to be a Gamecock. We got mouth pumped by Kentucky by 6 points again. Georgia prison rapes us again. All we can do is hope upstate Jesus and Clemson lose. Clemson has accomplished more in the last 5 years than we have in our miserable existence. We have an alligator mouth and a tadpole ass. We are horrible at everything we do. It's questionable if we are even the third best football program in the state. On a positive note, our sorority girls give hand jobs in the stands or offer party favors at tailgates. We couldn't score then either if we had a fistful of 50s, tube tops, and trailer parks are our specialty. It sucks to be a damn yard bird. Go Tigers.
Message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. I like where he called you damn yardbirds.
Yeah, that
pretty
changed it up a
funny.
little bit, so I didn't mind reading that. A little
Oh,
piece
shit.
of literary genius there.
All right. Well, as Lisa laughs hysterically. So there you go with that. For folks that don't know, there is a video out there of silly things happening at Gamecock tailgate. There's been video and everything else that's out there, which not that doesn't happen anywhere, but for some reason we have HD footage of it happening at Gamecock tailgates, including hand jobs in the stands.
I
So
wanted to talk about a couple of things real quick. Did you
Sure.
see the video, the Facebook video that's been shared a million times of the Clemson player spitting on the NC State
I
children
did.
at the game?
That is absolutely disgusting.
Okay. Also, and I don't think there's actual video footage of it anywhere. I haven't seen any anyway. What's up with this damn Ohio State backup linebacker pulling all his shit off and throwing it in the stands and
I
quitting?
don't know. He got kicked off the team. So
He did. He got kicked off the team. He threw his shit in the stands. He tweeted out "fuck Ohio, FUCC, Ohio State," and then some good LUCC luck to my teammates. And then he just like that. There's footage of him walking back to the locker room with one of the coaches there with him or something. But good Lord. I mean, why are you going to act like
jackpot.
he's a senior too? He's a senior. I mean, why are you going to act like that now? I mean, what the hell? I mean, crazy.
Can we use the term he went full jackpot?
Yeah, I mean, why didn't he quit? Like after this game, he could have quit and went in the transfer portal. Now, I mean, he's just screwed. He's going to be driving a dump truck for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he spelled fuck F-U-C-C. He apparently doesn't know that there's a K.
So it wouldn't I don't know, maybe so he could tweet it out. Maybe it won't let you, not let you type out fuck in the correct spelling on Twitter. I don't know.
Fuck on Twitter before. I don't know. We'll have to see.
No. Okay.
All right, so the Clemson South Carolina game. Which game do you want to talk about first? And we'll take calls. Jackpot.
Oh hell! Let's talk about the South Carolina game.
Yeah. What the thing that and by the way, I don't see Bluegrass Sports Media up in here tonight. I figured he would be. I mean, this is like their Super Bowl winning up there. So
yeah, and Megan commented earlier in the show. He said they put the entire SEC East on notice, and now he's on a buttermilk carton tonight. Doesn't make any.
Yeah, well, maybe he knows something's coming this weekend. For,
Dr. Vol says fuck is ebonics for fuck. Okay, I didn't know that.
Someone sent me a video that I think Dr. Vol did. Just remember, sir, if there's something out there, I can do all kinds of things with it. And if you mocking Carolina Jackpot in the video that I seen from you, oh, sir.
Honestly,
What are we doing out there?
I wish I would have liked to have seen them. I would maybe like to seen them pull the upset last night against Florida. I thought it was going to happen there for a while, but
yeah. Well, anyway, be careful with videos that you put out there because things can happen to you, sort of like this from our good buddy Beggin' Megan.
Kirby Smart's an idiot.
Yeah, there's that too. Anyway, so we're going to get into the South Carolina game. I can tell you some things that I talked with a couple of former players and the stuff that they noticed, but a couple of things that I took away from it. First of all, Kentucky ain't shit. I mean, Kentucky is not very good.
No,
I mean,
they're
just
not.
holy shit, they're not very good at all.
Well,
But
the thing
South
about them is there's dumbass sports media. The thing about them was the first 2 games of the season they put up over 500 yards of total offense in both those games, and they put more than 500 yards over on UL Monroe and Chattanooga, and then they couldn't manage to give up the 375 yards or something like that against Chattanooga and 330 against the Gamecocks. Looked absolutely like shit. But
yeah.
except the scoreboard. So, they got in the red zone a few more times than South Carolina did, and they capitalized. They got some field goals. I mean, each team had 1 touchdown. They had 3 field goals. We had 1. So, there you go.
What did you think of the Gamecock offense? I thought the defense did pretty good. They turned them over 3 times. The offense, though, got 0
3
points
times.
off those
Should have
3
been 4
turnovers.
times. Should have been 4
Yeah.
times. Rodriguez fumbled twice or 3 times I know of, and then one of the times he fumbled, we fumbled the fucking fumble. So ridiculous.
Yeah, there's that. Let's talk about the offense. The offense was not flowing at all.
No, I mean, I told you last night. It was that Will Muschamp had never left Columbia. Well, he never left.
Yeah.
He never left.
Well, I don't know where else to go from that. We'll get some comments from the other folks here in a moment. But the South Carolina offense, I was talking to Tim Frisbee, who was a wide receiver.
I wanted to talk. Bright Lee says, I thought South Carolina should have thrown the ball away more. Why the fuck do we not throw the damn ball to the tight end more? We threw the ball 1 time to Nick Muse last night. He had a 25-yard reception, set up a touchdown. Well, I mean, why are we not using them? I don't understand. I don't get this play. This play calling is ridiculous. I mean, if this is grammar school bullshit.
Well, let me explain to you what I talked with Tim Frisbee, of course, as a wide receiver for the Gamecocks at one point, and he said that you could see, especially on the 4th down play with Joyner, where they went for it on 4th down, they were supposed to run a pick play, and the guy picked the wrong damn direction. The guy that was setting the pick picked the wrong way. So when he sees that,
we play basketball here, or what are you talking about?
No, you remember the pick play that where you basically try to cross the guys up.
Yes.
He was supposed to go to the left and he went to the right. Well, when he went to the right, it threw the other guy off and he didn't know which way he was supposed to go, and it messed up. He said the wide receivers have no clue where they're supposed to be. And the offensive line, that's what he said.
Well, he's probably right then.
Yeah, so I mean, he played under Spurrier, so he knows a little bit, and he played under Holtz too. So the big thing, though, also with the offensive line was that it seemed like when they were trying to run plays to the left, they ended up screwing themselves a good bit too. And that was from another former player. But as far as the Gamecock offense goes, I think they'll be better once the season moves on a little bit. I'm not completely sold on Luke Doty yet, but it's his second game. So second game this season under the new system. So throwing him under fire is, I don't think, very smart. But
yeah, I mean, I can move on from this. Yeah, I mean, it was a loss. I don't like a loss. I'm not a moral victory person. I was very angry last night, but we did not. We got these damn Kentucky fans here. We smoked our ass again. You only got 6 fucking points. You won. Your baked potato won by 2 fucking field goals. I mean, good Lord. I mean, let's be real. I mean, you cannot be happy. But Bluegrass is sitting here telling everybody, yes, they're beating Florida. Okay, in theory, they could beat Florida because this football season, nothing makes sense this year. Absolutely nothing makes sense. So it could happen in theory. fundamentally looking at it, Florida is going to stomp the shit out of those fuckers. And I hope they do. And I don't say that very damn often. I don't say that very often that I pull for Florida in a game in the SEC against somebody else. But I'll do on this one. I hope they beat them by 4 touchdowns. Bring them back to reality. Reality, as Uncle Lou said, reality is fixing to come knocking at your door. And
Look,
you get into the meat of the SEC schedule, and you have an O for October.
the Wildcat defense did play well, 216 yards they held the Gamecocks to, and Rodriguez is a good running back, 144 yards on 26 carries, averaged about 5.5 yards a carry. And by the fourth quarter, he was kind of toting that the Gamecock defensive line with him when he would get 6 and 7 yards after contact. So, you know, I don't know where else to go with that game. The offense is not good.
Kentucky held the ball 10 minutes more than South Carolina did.
Yeah.
Bluegrass says you guys need to worry about. You need to worry about fucking Vandy. I mean, you're not shit. Vanderbilt got 62 points yesterday. You sound how dumb you sound. Just stop.
Yeah, I don't know where else to go with that. Gamecocks have got to work on offense, so we'll get into that momentarily. Let's move to the Clemson game. The Clemson went up to NC State, and regardless of what the score was, NC State handled Clemson yesterday. If you look at a lot of different metrics, it just didn't look good there for the Tigers. On the offensive side of the ball, shit show is the best way to look at it. Clemson was held to 214 total yards. I don't even. I'm still trying to figure out a word to make, and this is in double overtime, by the way. It wasn't in regulation. You had 214 yards total with 2 overtimes. It was not very impressive at all. The Clemson defense, I thought, did okay, not outstanding. They lost Brian Brzee for the season with a torn ACL. Something happened with Skalski's shoulder. I think he knocked it out a joint or something, and he ended up being out. Will Shipley messed up his knee. He's going to be fine in about 4 weeks. But this is a shit show right about now. I mean, it really, really is. And the frustrating thing is, even in tonight's press conference, you know, Dabo Sweeney was talking about how great Tony Elliott is and all that. And I understand standing behind your guys, but, you know, defending Uiagalelei after the performances he's had this season, I can understand Georgia. I don't get, he didn't play well against SC State, didn't play well against Georgia Tech, and didn't play well against NC State. So here's a thought. Your season is already shit. Okay? You gain nothing by keeping him completely out there for the rest of the season. You might as well run Tyson Fomachu out there, might as well run Will Taylor out there and let him throw the ball around a little bit. I don't understand what the metrics is for that. Well, now, SEC Dog, hold on. Let me address something. SEC Dog is one of the dumbest commenters we have over here. I know, and everyone else knows that doesn't suck the Georgia penis. Everyone's just waiting for Georgia to screw it up, and it will happen because you look like a dominant program, but you're not. You're going to eventually fall, and we're all going to laugh at you, and you won't come in here anymore. So keep running your mouth, okay? And as far as teams that, if you don't want to be what Clemson is, then you don't like winning. That's as simple as that. 2 national titles in 5 seasons. Would you like to have that, Georgia? No, you don't know what that is. Can't watch your national title in HD. It's in fucking black and white. So shut your hole. All right? Just stop it. Anyway, go ahead, Jackpot.
I don't remember where I was going before that tirade.
I'm sorry, sir. I apologize. I'm not allowed to have tirades on the show. Is that just your area?
No. You go right ahead. I was saying you'd like to see what they could do if Pomachu could I don't know. Maybe he could bring a new dynamic, make him wake that offense up. I mean, who knows? But I mean, I don't know if Dabo is in the same boat like Kirby Smart, but Kirby Smart would keep playing them all down season.
But by the way, Georgia fans, your leading passer yesterday was Stetson Bennett the fourth. Just so you know, he can't stop playing him. Beck had 3 attempts yesterday. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. All right, let's go out to the phones.
We
There's
have
something
a
else that you would
Wolfpack
like to.
fan here.
We do.
We have
Welcome.
Matthew Cook the fourth is here. Only thing we're laughing at is my loss. Is Taterman losing to my Wolfpack after we tried to let y'all win.
Hey, look, no disrespect to NC State. They played their ass off and they won. So there's that. You're not going to hear me say a bad thing about NC State. They finally got it. Dave Doran, by the way, is hilarious. They went to him on some ACC show. He's watching the Georgia Tech game. This motherfucker's sitting there smoking a cigar and drinking from a solo cup live on TV. You earned it, sir. You go ahead with yourself, man. Smoking a cigar. Congratulations to you. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, let's get some calls in here. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. That is the number to dial. If you want to talk about South Carolina, if you want to talk about Clemson, whatever it is you want to go with this evening, we'll take your calls on the Rob and Kale show as we roll along here. There's the first call. Welcome into the show. Good evening.
Hey, let me tell you something, Rob. Joe Milton is a better quarterback than DJ Ukulele. And Jackpot, y'all freaking suck. Kentucky whooped that ass. Y'all, they had 3 turnovers and y'all couldn't score 1 point.
Six whole points.
Go Volunteers.
6
Let's
whole
go,
points.
Baby. And go Wolfpack. Wolfpack whooped that ass.
Wait. I know a Tennessee fan that got their ass kicked. This guy's team got their ass kicked last night by 17 points, and they lost to Pittsburgh, and he's really calling up here with that? Come on, Tennessee fan.
Hey, y'all lost
do better.
State. Y'all suck. Hey, Joe Milton's better than DJ Ukulele. He sucks. Luke Doty sucks. Y'all all suck. The Kentucky Wildcats beat y'all. NC State beat y'all too. So I mean,
sure.
I don't really know what else.
Congratulations, you can read a scoreboard, sir. That's awesome. I didn't know many people could read in Tennessee. I didn't know people could read in Tennessee.
You're not a top 3 team in the SEC. Y'all are going to lose to Boston College too. Y'all suck.
Okay. Well, that's fine. If you believe that, we'll see what happens.
I mean, you've been saying y'all going to win. You said y'all supposed to win by 17 against NC State. Guess what? You took the L because you suck and you don't have any offense. You scored 14 against Georgia Tech. Y'all suck.
Exactly. Anything else? Why don't you talk about your team, sir? Can you talk about your team, or are you just going to roll on our teams because your team is a fucking shit show? How many McDonald's bags did your coaches give out this week? Come on, don't lie.
Hey,
how many? Answer the question, sir. How many McDonald's bags?
We have different expectations than Clemson.
No, yeah, you have different expectations. Here's your expectations. Don't lose to Vanderbilt. You're out of your mind.
Hey, don't lose to NC State. NC State lost to Mississippi State. Mississippi State's one of the worst teams in the SEC.
Get the fuck out of here. You are out of your mind. All right, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. If you'd like to join us here on the show.
Good Lord.
Notice he didn't talk about his team. Imagine that. All right, let's go out to the phones.
Was that the same idiot who said Tennessee was going to beat Auburn this year?
Yeah, he certainly did. Yeah, welcome into the show. Good evening.
Hey, guys, Bluegrass Sports Media, the 4-0 Kentucky Wildcats.
Hey.
How are you, sir? What do you have for the program? First of all, let's make sure that I'll give your team props. You came into Columbia and you won. Congratulations, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
We came into Columbia and won like I said we would. Wasn't as impressive as I wanted to be, but nevertheless still 4-0 on to Florida. Turned the ball over way too much. You know, Will Levis, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know, but yeah, on to Florida. I know Jackpot doesn't think we're that good. And
well, here's my
I don't think you're
If
I don't
we
think
start,
you're that good either.
Here's
but-
my thing: you people
if we
want to
turn the
throw
ball over
shade
like
at the
that,
game.
we'll get beat by Florida.
You people want all
I
you
think we
guys,
beat Florida. I really do.
not just Kentucky. Everybody
I
throws
think
shade
if
at
you
the
load the box
Gamecocks,
and make Emory Jones throw the football, our secondary is entirely better than Tennessee's. Tennessee has probably one of the worst secondaries besides Vandy in the SEC.
Sir. Respectfully, you can talk about the South Carolina game. That's fine, and talk about Florida, but let's just keep it on those two because the one you just beat and the one you're going to play. That way we're focused.
Here's the thing. Everybody throws shade at the Gamecocks and talks about how
we
horrible
load the box, make Emory Jones beat us with his arm. I think our secondary is full of seniors.
Hey, hold on. Let Jackpot finish his thought there, Bluegrass. Hold on, Jackpot. You were making a good point, sir.
Everybody talks about our Gamecocks and how horrible we are on both sides of the ball, no talent, blah blah blah. But does it not concern you that this big arm quarterback was only able to throw the ball for a little over 100 yards last night against that defense? I mean, does that not bode? Was that bode well for you all going down the road? I mean, or is
I don't know if he's talking Rob, but I can't hear him.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's with what Jackpot was saying, I don't know if that's going to be the big difference there. Going down the road is your quarterback going to clean things up there? Is what Jackpot's trying to tell you here. So.
Yeah. That concerns me too. If I'm being honest, it really does concern me. I mean, he came out against Monroe and really gave me high expectations, and then it's kind of just been downhill incrementally ever since. But I feel like the run game we have right now, and if we can get the ball in Wando Robinson's hands in the pass game, we're going to be hard to stop.
All right, man. Well, as always, we appreciate you calling the program, and congratulations to your guys on your big win.
Yep,
we're on track to go 11-1. No big deal.
Mr. Wait
Thanks, man.
Here.
That's it.
All right, there we go. Shit.
Wait till next year. That's what I should have called myself tonight, Mr. Wait till next year every year.
Yeah. 803-470-2905. Welcome into the Rob and Kale Show. Good evening.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up?
Listen, man, we can say all we want to about Tony Elliott and the scheme we run and all this and all that. But, man, I mean, just by watching the games, man, DJ is a major part of the problem, man. I mean, against NC State, he had time. He had plenty of time back there. He's slow, man. I mean, his decisions are slow. His feet are slow. He's making everybody look bad.
Right. It's when you watch him though, it looks like his footwork is just not very good. And he's very slow on making decisions. It's almost to the point where it's like, you know what? Give him 3 reads, and after the 3rd read, tell him to throw it away or run. And instead of, making progression after progression after progression, because just to see if he can do that, it's like maybe you can make an argument that not having Powell and Amari Rodgers and all those guys there, that's affecting him. But I don't know, man. It's Clemson offense is absolutely terrible, just terrible.
I'd say if we're struggling at halftime against BC, we should definitely bench him, man. There's no way they don't do that, in my opinion. But who knows?
Yeah.
Dabo's hard-headed, man. So.
Well, we'll have to see how that works, man. Appreciate you calling, buddy. Have a good night.
Enjoy the show.
All right. Jackpot, what did you think of the Clemson offense yesterday?
Well, I mean, they just look really disjointed. No excitement whatsoever. No sense of urgency either. Looked bad.
They did. Welcome into the show. Good evening.
Hey, Rob and Kale, it's Colby. I'm a Georgia fan. I called it a week ago, Rob.
Hi, Colby. How are you?
Pretty good. I want to talk some crap. I meant to come on here and talk crap about Florida. I mean, not Florida, Clemson and South Carolina, but that Bluegrass and Sports Media guy says they're going 11-1. What is up with that?
He says they're going 11-1, and the only loss is to Georgia. I think that's what he said, right?
High on the UK. Cats.
Yeah, I need what he's smoking, man. I'm willing to make a bet right now with him, $100. They will not go 11-1.
There you go, jackpot. There you go, Bluegrass Sports Media. If you're in the mix, you heard him. I don't know how you guys can get a hold of each other, but
if I can get a couple of minutes of your time, Rob, I want to get
yes,
your
sir,
opinion
please.
On the Georgia-Arkansas game. I'm going to be there at game day, so I want to get y'all's opinion on that. And I'll listen to it off the air.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you calling, Colby. Jackpot, that's one of the bigger games of the season here in the SEC, and I look back at the SEC preseason poll, and Arkansas was picked to finish next to last. And Arkansas is like a top 15 team now, and they are playing. Yeah, they're solid, Jackpot. I didn't think they were going to do it. Go ahead.
I'm still, I don't know. I'm still not sold on them. I'm still not. Texas A&M's offense is Gamecock Clemson level, and they really just have not. They don't have a real signature win, in my opinion. Go ahead. I think Georgia's probably gonna blow their doors off, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Georgia has been known to doo-doo the bed, to soil their diaper right in the middle of the season quite a few times, i.e. Gamecock 2019, i.e. LSU 2018. So we'll have to see. And y'all can't get mad at me for saying that. I mean, it's true.
Yeah. Caller, what do you have for the show?
Bob, you may not be the dumbest son of a bitch out there, but you'll do until we find him.
Oh, well, thank you for that, sir. I'm trying to find your. Go ahead.
No one else in sports media has put their foot in their mouth the way you have through the first 4 weeks of this season. Of course, I'm sure you dip that foot in gravy first, but how long?
You're welcome.
Hey, I think the callers, and I'm talking about myself too. We cannot hear Jackpot for some reason. We can hear you, which I prefer to have it the other way around.
I don't understand. Let me check on that. Let me see what's going on with Jackpot here. He should be good. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead and finish and start with your call there. Go ahead, Megan.
I still can't hear anything. But anyway,
how
long are we going to ride this?
I didn't say anything.
This Dabo's got 2 national titles as this ship just continues to sink, and it's just painful to watch the trash that is your program now.
Oh,
you told us
goodness.
they were going to beat Georgia, then you told us they were going to go 11-1 after. I mean, it's just this is a trash program. The ship is sinking, and you continue to go after Kirby Smart for not being a top 25 coach. And look,
in my mind, he's not a top 25 coach, man. He's not a top 25 coach. I stand by that. Look. By the way, Jackpot, try to talk and see if he can hear you. So
some people can hear me. Some of them are saying they can hear me.
I don't know what that is. Okay, well, anyway, let me work on that with the. But anyway,
that's your opinion. That's your opinion, right? I mean,
exactly, and that's my opinion.
It's my opinion that Vanderbilt's one of the top 5 programs in the country. Then, that's just about as ridiculous to say.
Okay. Anything else?
I just don't get it. And to hear you whine to start off the show, just you sound like an infant.
What did I whine about? What did I whine about to start off the show?
Oh, just picking at Kirby's every little flaw. Meanwhile, they're light years ahead of your program right now.
Light years ahead of the program.
Yes, okay. Right now. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's my opinion, Rob. That's my opinion.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, and see, I'm not going to rip you for your opinion. That's just the way that you feel.
Rob.
That's the way that you feel, man. It's cool.
Rob.
Yeah, Jackpot.
It's my opinion. South Carolina has one of the top 3 offenses in the SEC.
Jackpot says South Carolina's got one of the top 3 offenses in the SEC. There you go.
That's his opinion. Yeah.
His opinion.
Yeah, hey, you started this silly game, so I'll leave.
I know opinions are terrible.
43 and 18. See ya.
Appreciate you, man. As always, thanks for calling the show. All right, so 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. If you would like to join the show this evening, let's see here. Let's try that. There we go. All right, so 803-470-2905. If you'd like to join us on the show. By the way, we had a couple of super chats. Let me check those out really quick here as we roll along here, as people keep calling in here. Welcome into the show. Good evening.
Rob.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I wanted to talk and ask you why you think putting in Tyson for DJ will improve this offense.
Because I'm not saying that it will. I'm saying that at this juncture, with what Uiagalelei has done in his first 4 games, maybe it's time to give somebody else another look.
Okay.
That's all.
So do you think instead of on first down, when Tyson's in there, because when DJ's been in there, we run on first down, we throw to the hash on second and third down, and we punt. Do you think that play calling will change if Tyson comes in?
I think that the little bit that we've seen of Tyson Fomachu in the South Carolina State game, they ran with more tempo, and the offense seemed to move smoother under him. I'm just saying give somebody else a different look. That's all.
Okay. So if it was close, if Tyson was, maybe could run the offense, but do you think that the coaching staff would play Tyson, or do you think they're just dumb?
Well, I'm not at practice every day. I'm just saying from what Uiagalelei has done through the first 4 games of the season, and with the fact that the idea of going to the college football playoff is over, maybe it's time to say, you know what, let's run somebody else out there and see if they can spark the offense. That's all I'm saying.
Or we give DJ more reps and maybe let him get comfortable, and maybe his junior year.
But he's had what 3 3/4 of games of reps, sir, and he hasn't been very impressive. I mean, yesterday he threw for what 111 yards yesterday. That's not very good.
Right. How many deep shots did they take? What's DJ's best part of his game?
Well, if we go by what was last season, he was more efficient last year. He was able to make all the throws. Now he's not. He looks like his footwork has turned into just silliness.
All right, I'll tell you what DJ's best game is.
Sure.
Rolling out of the pocket, not sitting in the pocket, rolling out of the pocket, and being able to get some air on the ball. And I think when you can get air on the ball, your touch becomes better. I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not.
Yeah, I understand. More reps, you get better. I get that.
Well, when the 2 drives that Clemson did score on in regulation, the play calling was totally different than the rest of the game. Those 7 straight 3 and outs we had, we ran it on first, threw to the hash on second and third. North Carolina State knew that. Everybody watching the game knew that. The 2 drives we score, we moved the pocket around. The play calling was just totally different. And changing a quarterback it's just not going to help anything, in my opinion. I just don't.
I get that. The offense, and you're right, the offense is what it is. You have to roll with what you got. But it comes back to this, though. Something has to change, because 178, 171, 126, and 111 yards. That's the totals for yardage for Uiagalelei in the 4 games that he's played. You need more than that. So,
all right. What was yesterday the best ball that DJ threw the whole
was
game?
The touchdown pass to the post route was, I thought, the best ball.
The deep balls. Even the last one that he threw to Ross, that Ross just gave up on. That was a very well thrown ball to the outside
but
shoulder.
on that play, I question the play calling there, because Clemson was getting 3 and 4 yards a pop on the ground with Uiagalelei or whoever. Why throw the ball? Why throw the ball at all? just keep running it down their
I
throat
mean,
until they stop you.
I've questioned the play calling all year, but
Yeah.
the two of the 5 deep balls we did throw were on 3rd and 5 and 4th and 5 and second overtime. So that kind of leads me to my point. DJ's a good quarterback. Yes, he's made mistakes this year, but we're not calling plays to DJ's abilities, his better abilities.
Right.
I think we're trying to. We're still living in like a Watson and Lawrence world with a totally different quarterback. When Boyd was there, what we're playing right now, the calls we're playing or the plays that we're calling right now, Boyd wouldn't have ran this offense like him. He's so much similar to Boyd, and we're trying to run this Watson and Lawrence. If you go back and watch the Watson and Lawrence games, literally every other play, they changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You know why? Because they knew the call that Elliott was calling wasn't going to work. So they were smart enough and,
well, I wonder if at the end of the season that Sweeney's going to make some changes and get someone else in to call offense. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we can only hope, but Trevor and Deshaun, they covered up so much stuff that Elliott called. And I think a lot of Clemson fans and other, fans of other teams, they don't realize that. But those two quarterbacks, I mean, you don't get those very often, and they hit a lot of what bogus calls that Tony Elliott called.
Yeah, that's true, man. All right. Well, you have anything else for the show?
No, that's it. I'll let you guys go.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Last night, when it was 27-21 and Clemson had that last possession there in overtime, that last play of the game, DJ targeted, who was that Nagata or was that Ross?
The last play of the game was Ross.
It didn't even look like he even made any kind of attempt to me to dive for the ball, fight for it, grab for it, anything. I mean, he just kind of.
That's a fair statement too.
I mean, and it wasn't. I don't know that it was a catchable ball, but it wasn't uncatchable. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, it was within his vicinity there. I don't know.
You don't know the mentality of what's going on in the locker room there. So we'll see how it works out. The crazy thing is that the Boston College defense isn't really that good this year. Clemson may come out and do well against them. I don't know.
Here's something
I honestly don't know.
Brandon's asking me about this, and Uncle Lou has made this statement twice over on his channel that he thinks it's Dabo's. Some of this is Dabo's fault because he refuses to take any players out of the transfer portal. Like he could have gotten an offensive lineman or two out of the transfer portal this offseason. What do you think about that? I don't know.
I think that he moved one of his coaches, the Danny Pearman, I think it was, to be the guy that was to evaluate the transfer portal, but he hasn't taken anything yet. So I mean, it's going to get to a point where you have to, because I mean, everybody has to take transfers. It's just the way the world rolls now.
And further way up the chat here, Mr. UMAD Bra says, if we were to put Tyson Pomachu in place of DJ, he's afraid DJ would hit the transfer portal. That's valid, I guess, but I don't think that you can run your team that way. I don't think you can be scared of whose feelings am I going to hurt, and who's going to run away and quit because they have to sit down for a game. That's crazy.
I don't know. That's a good question, man. You gotta deal with them. All right, welcome into the Rob and Cale Show. Good evening.
Hey, how you doing, Rob? Jackpot.
Hey, pretty good.
Just want to tell you that Megan, whatever his name is, you have a right to your opinion. So, whatever. He wants to bash you for it. That just makes him look like an idiot.
I got nothing but love for Megan. We go back and forth, but we generally are respectful of each other. So I consider him a friend of the program. So there you go.
Well, I was going to ask Jackpot. South Carolina's offense is kind of like my Madden game skills. I got 4 plays that I run. Saturday night, you heard the commentator say that Beamer was going to try to get
Juju more involved, and you've seen it early on, but then they kind of went back to Harris and some other guys, and it was just run up the middle, throwing out and punt.
Yeah.
I guess my question to Jackpot is why are we so vanilla? Are we that bad offensively that that's all we can do, or just the play calling does it just stink? Is Satterfield a problem?
It's terrible. I think the offensive line is a problem. I don't know why these guys can't block. I refuse to think, or I refuse to believe that the offensive line is that bad when they.
I can't hear Jackpot, but
yeah, I know. Go ahead and keep going. We're good. Go ahead, Jackpot. Go ahead and finish your statement.
I'll just finish it up by saying that 16-10. I think we forced 3 turnovers. May have been 4. That is a game you got to win. And I know it's early on, so I'm not going to start saying, Satterfield's not the guy, but that was a very vanilla game plan. If that was our game plan going into that game, we lost from the opening kickoff. Because Kentucky, they did a good job on that opening drive of taking time off the clock and just ramming it down our throats. And then we come back, and I don't know how many rushing yards we had, but it wasn't a lot, 50, 60, 70 yards rushing. But we just kept pounding it up the middle. And I don't understand that.
I tell you what, we're gonna we'll let Jackpot answer that question. I appreciate you calling, man.
Act like I speak Spanish, Rob, and you have
to
tell him.
No, go ahead, Jackpot. We're good. Go ahead and do your thing, man.
The offensive line. The offensive line is the schemes. There's something there. It's something with the coaching. And who we've got call these blocking schemes, because these are the same guys that paved the way for Kevin Harris to rush for 1,100 yards in 10 games last year, minus Hutcherson. Everybody else is the same. How do you get that bad in 1 year? I don't get it. But then again, I don't know. I don't know how the ukulele got so bad after 1 year. The 2 games ukulele played in last year that he started for Clemson, he looked as good as Trevor Lawrence to me. He threw for as many yards, if not more, than Trevor would have thrown for. And then he can't complete a ball this year. So I don't know. Maybe people actually can regress with their skills. It's absolutely bad.
Maybe so, man. I don't know on that front. It's you can make an argument too that the new system and the way that some of the zone read plays they're running, maybe they're, I don't know. I wish that I could tell you that, just like I wish I could tell you what's wrong with the Clemson offense. I don't know. I wish I did know, but I just don't know. It's a mess.
Michael Henderson says South Carolina should come out in jerseys next week with Muschamp on the back of them.
Oh, God. That's harsh.
What? His name or his face? Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Every time I see that stupid meme on Twitter, I saw it at 2 o'clock this morning when I woke up to pee-pee. The meme of him on the sideline doing this number.
Yeah.
With the miss me yet above it?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so. Games for this coming week, Jackpot. We've got them in the mix here. Let me see here.
Go Bucks. They play Florida this week in Lexington.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, the picks that we have for this week, just so you guys will know, we've got South Carolina and Troy. South Carolina opened up as a 9-point favorite over Troy. Clemson and Boston College. Clemson is a 15-point favorite in that matchup. Florida plays at Kentucky. Kentucky's an 8-point dog at home. Ole Miss is at Alabama. That's like a 17-point spread there. Auburn and LSU, I think it's like a 7-point spread there. They benched Bo Nix, Jackpot. Did you see that?
Yeah. I did. I saw TJ Finley out there. TJ Finley led them to the win. They were about to pull Tennessee and lose to Georgia State. So, great win for the Barn there over Georgia State.
I know, right? They were losing the majority of the game there. Let's see here.
JCP says
Arkansas.
Troy lost to UL Monroe yesterday. I thought they were actually a valid team, but maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I sent Jackpot UConn and Vandy, thinking that would be the Cale Hall special. Well, we're going to do UConn and Vandy, but we've got a better Cale Hall special. We'll tell you about that in a moment. Tennessee and Mizzou is also in the mix, along with Michigan and Wisconsin, Cincinnati and Notre Dame, the Old Dominion and UTEP. There is your Cale Hall special. How did you come up with that shit?
I just scrolling around. I like Conference USA football. It really gets me excited. So I found a good Conference USA matchup. It's got a short line. I think UTEP's like a 4-point favorite at home against the Monarchs. So
the Monarchs. We do have Arkansas and Georgia in the mix. So yeah, they're there too. Undercover Moss says, Jesus Christ, Jackpot. That's funny. Oh, all right. Well, anyway.
Honors and Monarchs.
Matthew says, Jackpot, what do you think about Coastal?
I think Coastal's good. I actually took that. I had a little parlay. I do those sometimes. I had a 9-game parlay yesterday that I played. $25. Risked $25 to win $8,455. Now, I came nowhere close. I only got like 5 of them right. But one of them was UMass to cover the spread against Coastal. Because UMass has covered spread for the last 3 games they played. And Coastal's failed to cover the spread the last 2 games they played. Coastal beat them 53-3. Yeah, so. I
don't know where to go with that on that front end. I mean, they're Coastal looks good. That's the only thing you can say is that Coastal looks
parlay
good.
that I played. It was risked $20 to win like $250, and it was all 4 of it was first half team over team beating the spread at halftime, and I won with Kentucky winning over South Carolina by more than 3. USC winning, or UCLA winning by more than 7 over Stanford. Georgia winning by more than 28 over Vanderbilt. And guess who screwed me?
Who screwed you? UNC. Yeah, what the hell happened with them? I mean, Georgia Tech.
They are a dead program too. Sam Howell, that nothing makes sense this year though. They put up on the board 59 points last week, and then yesterday they get Georgia Tech just dragged their balls all over their face. That was horrible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Poor Jackpot.
Just terrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. At this juncture, nothing is as it seems. So.
Yeah, that's
kind
true.
Of a weird season. Weird season.
It's very very out of the norm for sure. I don't know if that has to do with getting crowds back in here or not, but I'm seeing a lot of penalties, a lot of turnovers. Just all over the board, not just with the Gamecocks or whatever. I'm seeing them everywhere. And I thought this summer that we'd probably see a lot of penalties and a lot of turnovers because we're getting crowds back. Because let's face it, some of these younger guys that were freshmen last year, they haven't played in front of crowds since were in high school. So, there's that.
So Aaron says Wake Forest is going to win the ACC, and then
they could.
Motivated Dedicated says Georgia Tech will win the ACC.
What if Wake Forest and Georgia Tech's ACC championship game, you're feeling like it's 2007 again?
I think that I'm not sure how far NC State will go, but for Clemson to be there, they've got to drop 2 games. NC State's schedule doesn't look that harsh, to be honest. But someone asked me,
they should have North Carolina out of the Coastal, right? They'll beat them,
right? Yeah.
And somebody else. I mean,
well,
really,
someone tweeted at me on Twitter today and asked me about what I thought about Clemson possibly still making the ACC championship. I said, Clemson just needs to focus on beating Boston College right now. That should be their number one goal. Let's win against Boston College and then go from there. Holy crap, with people are worried about going to Charlotte. That's down the line. Win this next game, and then you can start maneuvering yourself a little bit. The offense is, just terrible. They're through 41 points against FBS teams. It's just not good at all. Not good at all.
What'd you think about Missouri shutting down both legs yesterday afternoon and that loss?
I thought the Missouri offense looked pretty good. I think Connor Bedazzlesack is a good player.
Well, I called in their voicemail line, and I left them a voicemail over there that I don't know who the hell was doing their play calling there toward the end of the first half, but they had 1st and 10 from, I don't know, the BC 12 or something like that. And they ran 3 straight running plays when, they can't stop. They couldn't stop Missouri's passing attack. They couldn't stop it. So, I don't know what they were doing there. It seemed like some bad play call on their side, too. Their defense is absolutely shit, though.
I think
their defense is as bad as South Carolina's offense. So
that's gonna be like 2 kindergartners fighting when when you guys go to Como later this year.
Yeah,
their defense is just not very good. But I do think their offense is pretty good. So the team that I was impressed most with, you got to give Arkansas credit for what they did, and Georgia looked really strong against Vanderbilt. Regardless, scoring 62 points and they could have scored
anybody
more.
out in an SEC game is impressive.
Yeah. By the way, last thing before we get out of here.
Well, Vanderbilt had a chance to score. The kid hooked the field goal there. Should have put Sarah Fuller in to kick it. She would have probably hit it.
She probably would have hit it. But it was Tim Frisbee was telling me last night that actually I got 2 things before we get out of here. The first is that the SEC should do to Vanderbilt what the Big East did to Temple and just kick them out of the conference, because they don't bring anything as far as the football front.
No, but they're pretty good in other sports.
So I was like,
they're not even good at basketball. They suck at basketball too, don't they? They used to be somewhat.
The women's team. The women's team's all right, I guess.
They used to be somewhat decent at men's basketball.
They got a good baseball team. We'll give them that.
Yes, they do.
Fuck their baseball team. As a Clemson fan, fuck their baseball team.
Oh yeah, they've ran it in on you a couple of times.
They wore us out like a government mule. And finally, poll question for you folks over in the chat room: who's going to pass for 225 yards first, Luke Doty or DJ Uiagalelei? Who's going to get it first? I honestly, I'm like, insane, crazy.
Did you think at 4 weeks into the season you'd be asking those kind of damn questions right now?
I certainly didn't. Jordan says Luke Doty. Jerome says Luke Doty. DJ, Hunter Helms for James Thompson. I just haven't seen a Clemson offense this bad in forever. There is, this year so bad.
Go Bucks says neither, which is also possible.
Well, and here's the thing. They're at a point now where they don't have Lynn J. Dixon. They're not going to have Shipley for a while, for at least 3 to 4 weeks. So the running back room is really thin right now. I guess they're going to go with Kobe Pace, and that'll be the starter. And then they're going to have to run the freshman Muafa, I think his name's out there, and then Rencher
or something like that.
Yeah. So is
Stencher still there?
Yeah.
He still plays? I thought he was gone.
No, he's still on the team, I believe.
J-Rock
says Doty's more of a runner.
Didn't look good yesterday. Notre Dame shut him down.
Well, we'll see who throws for 225 yards. That's the new interesting goal there.
I like him. That's my boy now.
Malusi's your boy?
He's my boy now. I like him. The Italian stallion, baby.
Is that what you're calling him?
Yes.
Holy shit, Jackpot.
I don't know if he's Italian or not. That sounds like an Italian name, so we'll go with it.
All right. Well, we've had a great show. We'll be back at it on Wednesday.
Yep. Wednesday, we'll be making our picks on those games.
Yeah, and I'll have the pick form up by tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. It's on robandkaleshow.com if you are in the contest.
Hopefully,
Make
we'll
sure
have
you
my
go and check that
microphone
out.
fixed on Wednesday.
Yeah, and I apologize for that. I didn't update on the computer. I think it messed with some settings, so I have to fix that here shortly, but we'll go from there. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you later on.
Thanks, gang.